Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're unpacking a truly fascinating shift in how we actually perceive reality. We're going to weave together a dynamic, three-way conversation between the modern pragmatist, the Western healer, and the young bub master. And together, we're exploring the profound shift from 3D to 5D consciousness. Basically, it's a journey from the heavy, material grind of everyday life right into a higher dimensional, energy-focused reality. Let's get into it. So, the modern pragmatist kicks off our discussion with a really relatable question. Are you trapped in 3D survival mode, or are you living in 5D flow? The pragmatist sees this very real modern dilemma. So many of us feel completely overwhelmed, totally burnt out by daily stress, and we're desperately searching for a more meaningful, higher dimensional way to live. There's got to be more than just surviving the day, right? To understand how we actually get there, let's establish our baseline definitions. Now, as we'll see, the Western healer and the Yungbab master approach these dimensions a little differently, but they absolutely agree on the core premise. 3D is your material-focused survival state. It's heavily rooted in separation and ego. 5D, on the other hand, is an energy-focused state of unity, unconditional love, and what the master calls high spiritual mass. It's really about transcending those material illusions that just keep us stuck. Section 1. The clash of 3D and 5D. Our pragmatist is quick to point out the exhausting reality we live in. That 3D mindset is driven by fear, competition, and hierarchy. It's the classic rat race. But then the Western healer steps in with the 5D alternative. And this isn't just wishful thinking. It's a mindset of profound connection, heart-led presence, and actually navigating the world through energy rather than pure brute force. It's a massive, fundamental clash in how we process the world around us. Section 2, Western Spirituality and 5D. What I absolutely love here is how the Western healer totally removes the mystical confusion from this topic. They passionately argue that a 3D response, anxiety, fear, or just shutting down, isn't some kind of spiritual failure. It's actually an incredibly intelligent, protective nervous system reaction to external trauma. It is literally your biology trying to keep you safe. Once we grasp that, we can completely drop the shame. Being stressed doesn't mean you're somehow less evolved. So, how do we actually make the shift? Well, the healer explains that you absolutely cannot bypass your humanity. First things first, you have to respect your 3D reality and your physical needs. They are crucial stepping stones. You process your emotions through what we call the 4D bridge, consciously choose love, and practice things like heart coherence and positive I am statements. By regulating your nervous system, you'll naturally elevate into that 5D state of connection and unconditional love. Section 3, Master Qiangong's Dimensions. Now, when the Yungbab master enters the conversation, prepare for a pretty radical shift in how we define reality. The master redefines our standard everyday concepts entirely. Think about it. In a 3D world, mass is just physical weight, but in the master's 5D Yungbab teaching, mass is the energetic density of your soul and your wisdom. That is something that can literally alter your destiny. Study becomes the active process of discovering your own flaws and accepting others. And understanding goes way beyond logic. It becomes an energy fusion that simply melts away conflicts. It completely flips the script on how we view personal growth. This leads right into the master's concept of a 5D horizontal relationship. We're all so used to vertical hierarchies in our 3D world, constantly deferring to the past. But the master replaces this with a cycle of energy. Sure, ancestors are your helpers, providing a solid foundation of data, but your true masters are actually the descendants. They're the ones who will take this evolved knowledge and literally design the future. It is such a beautiful, forward-looking way to see things. The master grounds all of these teachings in the Chanbu Kyung. This is an ancient 81-character text that acts almost like a numerical representation of cosmic laws. It reveals a really powerful trinity: heaven, earth, and human. The core message here is that humans aren't just, living on a rock. We are the vital, energetic bridge between the earthly and heavenly realms. When we truly realize this, we tap into the ultimate source of quantum energy. Section 4, Subjects of Quantum Energy. So the pragmatist hears all this cosmic theory and has to ask, how does this actually apply to an intense global crisis, like a viral pandemic? Well, society, which is very rooted in 3D thinking, views a crisis purely as an external biological threat. It generates fear, panic, and this obsession with physical control. But if we look at it through a 5D quantum lens, crises are actually energetic filters. They are massive opportunities urging us to elevate our inner spiritual mass. Under this view, even the concept of death transforms from a biological end to Ho-Young, a return or a data upload of our soul's experiences back to the universe. The Master powerfully asserts that we really shouldn't cower before low-level material threats. Instead, we need to embrace our role as Hongik Ingan, which means those who live to benefit all of humanity. When your life is driven by a genuine purpose to help others, you elevate your energetic frequency. You literally become the subject, the master of quantum energy, and that makes you immune to base 3D material fears. Section 5. Practicing 5D in daily life. Now, our pragmatist, ever focused on the real world, demands to know exactly how a stressed-out modern worker can actually practice this every single day. And the Master delivers with a crystal-clear 3-step daily manual. Step 1, set a humble intention in the morning, declaring that everyone you meet today is your teacher. Step 2, during the afternoon, absorb energy by listening closely. And step 3, in the evening, practice Gung Dap, which is expressing profound gratitude and dedicating your daily growth back to the universe and everyone who helped you. So what exactly does this 30% represent? This is the Master's famous 3-7 listening rule. 30% is the absolute maximum amount of time you should speak your own assertions, especially when you're in a conflict. By spending the other 70% purely listening, you aren't just being polite. Energetically, you're absorbing the other person's energy, expanding your understanding, and exponentially increasing your own soul's mass. It's a game-changing shift from 3D arguing to 5D absorbing. Ultimately, our 3 voices beautifully synthesize their perspectives. To live a 5D life, the pragmatist gets those actionable steps, the healer reminds us to regulate our nervous system with deep self-compassion, and the Master shows us exactly how to build spiritual mass through that 3-7 listening rule. It all converges on one single point: stepping out of material survival and directing your life's purpose toward benefiting the world around you. We're wrapping up this explainer by leaving you with one ultimate provocative question to carry into your day. We've explored the biology of the nervous system and the quantum laws of spiritual mass. The choice is now yours. In the 21st century, what mass of life do you want to live? Will you remain trapped in the exhausting loop of 3D struggle, or will you take these tools, apply the 3-7 rule, and actively build the quantum mass of your soul? Think about it. Until next time, keep learning and keep expanding your dimensions.